Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Bonky Cook here, aka the Lonely Achievement God, and today I'm coming at you with a quick video for Calico. In my videos, my walkthroughs, the video guides, the text guides, whatever it is, there is a achievement for getting all of the recipes. The recipes are for the most part static. If you need them for quests, they show up in shops for you to purchase. You get them as quest rewards, etc. But there are 6 of them that randomly show up in shops. 5 of them are in Oliver's shop. Oliver is a cat who is basically a traveling merchant. Early on in the game, he is in Heart Village, and once you open up other areas of the island, he moves to the other areas of the island. It makes it a little bit more troublesome to keep up with his inventory. So he has 5 of the recipes. He has cheesecake, cornet, muffin, bread, and there's one more. Cream puff. Those are the 5 recipes he can sell randomly. He can sell, I believe he sells donuts too, but those are static. You need those for a quest, so he always has those on sale. Estelle's shop in Heart Village is also the other shop that has recipes. I think she sells like cookies and bagels, and then there's one other thing she sells too early on. But all 3 of those are required for quests, so they are static in her shop. But she also sells cake, and cake is random. I have not been able to figure out how to get any of these to trigger. I have had more luck with Oliver than I have with Estelle. But I'm going to go over a trick I found for getting Oliver's recipes if you're having trouble. Hopefully, this works out and doesn't get patched out. I don't know if it will. The devs are hard at work on this game. I know there's a lot of trouble with it, but I also know that they are working hard on trying to fix the problems with it. So I'm willing to be lenient when I know they're working hard on trying to get things running better. So I don't know if this will stay in. So what we're going to be doing. I have a very vanilla character. I just stayed basic and started. I noticed Oliver was running over here. As you can see, there he is. And he's going to run in and probably purchase something from our shop. Oh, never mind. He is leaving us, the jerk. I thought he was coming over to our shop. Maybe he is? What a jerk. Ah! He was trying to troll us. Okay. He must know I'm doing a video. So as you can see, he just walked into the cafe and he bought a coffee. So if you go inside when customers are in your cafe, as you can see, I have very, very specifically decorated this. Inventories reset when you sleep for the night. It does not work. I'll pause real quick since we have everything in position. Autumn sells potions that allow you to skip to nighttime and then to daytime. I tested that, and that does not reset the inventory. Only sleeping in a bed, I believe, resets the inventory. I don't know if like staying up for 24 hours also does reset the inventory, but seeing as skipping ahead through the potions doesn't, I kind of doubt that just letting time run does it too. I think the sleeping function has kind of a global reset. There were a couple of quests that would pop up at certain points after I had slept that I couldn't get them to pop up beforehand. So, but enough about that. What we're going to be doing is when you sleep in the bed and there's a customer down here, most of them run away. I'm pretty sure they have a timer in there programmed into their AI. But you skip ahead so quickly, they're still stuck in the cafe. So say you have Estelle in the shop, and she is downstairs when you sleep in the bed. When you wake up, she runs out of the cafe to head back to whatever position she's supposed to be in, if it's her shop. Well, Estelle, I think, is only at her shop. But anyone who comes to the cafe, they run back to wherever the AI tells them to be. Oliver isn't like that for some reason. As you'll see, We're going to run upstairs and sleep in the bed. Get a cute little photo there. I had a pig on my face. You'll jump down, and Oliver's still sitting here. Now, this is important. Obviously, or maybe not, but when we get to his inventory here, you're going to see that there aren't any recipes because I already have some. But I have a ton of money. Let's buy the cat potion. Okay, we'll run back upstairs. We'll sleep again. Run back down. Oliver is still there. And we'll see what he has for sale today. As you can see, all of the items are different. Now, this is very important for your recipes because, as I said, they are random. Oliver, I have had better luck getting Oliver's recipes than I have Estelle's. So you shouldn't need to do this more than a couple times to get all the recipes from Oliver. But this is very useful to know because if you don't do this while he's in the cafe, your best bet is to do it at the beginning of the game before you've unlocked any of the other areas. Snowbell Mountains are fine. He doesn't have a location in Snowbell Mountains that he runs to, but once you open up Cutie City, he can run over there. And then what might end up happening to you is if you're trying to reset his inventory, you have to come back to the cafe, sleep, and then go all the way out to Cutie City to check his inventory. And then if he doesn't have what you want, again, you have to run all the way back or teleport back with the potion, and then sleep and run all the way back to him again. So I highly recommend paying attention to this as you're going through the walkthroughs, so that when you get to, before you get to the portion where you open up Cutie City, you attempt to get Oliver's out of the way. But if at any time you see Oliver run into your shop, as you saw the notification that he had purchased a coffee from my cafe, if you ever see that in your game and you have a decent amount of money on you, teleport back to the cafe and do this. It will make your life significantly easier. That's all there is to it. You just keep going down, opening his inventory, buying what you want, and then running back upstairs to sleep and coming back down because he'll have changed inventory. I am going to show you guys also, since we're talking about it, just one run at how you would do it for Estelle as well. So we slept because she has Cake in her shop, and Cake has been more of a troublemaker for me than anything Oliver sells. I think maybe Estelle has more inventory than Oliver typically does, but the last 2 times I've tested this, and probably 3 or 4 out of my 5 playthroughs, I've had to wait to get the cake recipe until the end of the game. I just haven't had the ability, the luck, whatever it is, to get Cake to show up. So what you would do is sleep in the bed. As you can see, some of the trees just don't pop in for me. This game is quite glitchy, although I do enjoy it. You're going to run all the way to Estelle's shop. You can either talk to her or run inside, since she's inside. Well, dog's going crazy. You're going to go talk to her, ask her what's for sale. As you can see, Cake is there. Pretty sure I saved right before. I got the cake in my testing playthrough, so that's why I don't have it currently. Although this is the account that I got all 1,000 on, if you check my achievements. But as you can see, the cake is here. If it wasn't, not going to bother purchasing it. We'd have to use, sorry, let me slow that down. Hit the menu, back button, whatever you want to call it on the controller, go to the potions, and teleport back to the cafe. Then you run upstairs, sleep in the bed, and have to run all the way back to Estelle's shop, over and over and over again. Excuse me. Until the cake recipe is there, and you can purchase it. I do make note of these things in my walkthroughs, both the video and the text guides or walkthroughs, so that you know when to, not only when it's feasible for you to be looking to spend all of your beans, and which is the currency, and I think I might have called it bells at some point. I'm sorry if I did. Played a little Animal Crossing. But I try to make notes of when you should be looking, because early on money is tight, so you want to make sure you're following my walkthrough. But once you get to the point where you're close to opening up Cutie City, money doesn't become an issue anymore. So at that point, you're going to want to attempt to knock out as many of the recipes as you can. And I try to make a mention. I don't know if I will as often in the video, but in the written guides, you definitely want to keep checking Estelle's shop. As every time you come back to the cafe, run upstairs and sleep, and if you're heading back into town, check your shop for cake. Even with doing that, the last couple of playthroughs I've done to test my methods, I've still had to do this. Sleeping, running into town, and checking her shop after the game was done, and it wound up being my final achievement. So it's gone on a little bit longer than I hoped to. I wanted to make this a little quick, but there's a lot of information to keep in mind as you're going through. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to send me a message. Let me know what you need clarified on, or if you have any advice that might make this a little bit easier. Maybe you know something I don't. If not, I will see you guys in the next video.